Let's talk about the positive life.
Listen, thank you so much for just tuning into the show. We have also a special guest. You probably don't see her yet, but let me tell you, this show, this is my terminology, I know how I do. This is going to be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yes, and I'm glad that you're tuning in because we're going more toward the holistic, healthy way of doing things, so you're in for a treat. I am here with our special guest. Let me tell you, she is lovely. She is a yoga specialist. She does meditation, hypnotist, alternative medicines, holistic, really holistic, and that's what we're going for. She is the CEO of Lasting Light Wellness, which is really good. And I met her at Howard University, where she was doing these fabulous things. She had the place totally laid out. I mean, laid out with all kind of things. And it really, I love colors anyway. So she had all kind of things, I think, for the lips and all kind of things as far as holistic and essential oils galore. And so I had to have her on my show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the fabulous, the holistic guru, I should say, because she is a guru, really. Here is Kelly Nealon. Hey, let me see if I think
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Wow. That's my little thing. I had to put my little clap in there like this, make it look like we have a live audience, and we do because you guys are out there looking, which is awesome.
Right.
Well, listen, you done bought in your essential oils. We got to talk about that, but it's a lot of other things, Kelly, that you mentioned about that. Mm-hmm. It's more holistic. So I want you to go ahead on and talk about it.
Okay.
First of all, if you can tell me about those, because you bought about 8 of those. What is that right there that you bought here?
These are different bottles of organic essential oil. So today I was going to go over a few things with you. So I was going to do a little bit of make and take kind of stuff. I know that some people love that. Some people are like, no, I want to buy it already packaged. We got that too. And we're also going to talk more importantly about a really important health elixir. We're going to do a little cheers here with our health elixir later. So we're not just talking about, some people think essential oils is just, I smell it and it's good. But no, they have, essential oils is what we had for medicine before there was medicine. So absolutely. There's really important factors in this that can affect, and it goes into the bloodstream really quick. It hits your organs really quick. So in addition to just finding healthier options for your home, because I was sharing with someone earlier that one of the reasons I got into all of this is when one of my children was very young, they started having severe migraines. And one of the first things neurologists said is like, do you have Febreze? Do you have all this stuff in the house? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, get rid of it. You can start to you can take really great smelling oils, make your own spray. I found out the word fragrance can contain 80 chemicals in it, and you don't even know what you're spraying. And it's not only you've pets, you've got all these chemicals going on. Mm-hmm. So that really got me passionate about what can we do naturally for things. Because think about, your skin's the largest organ of your body.
That's right.
So what are you breathing in? What are you putting on your skin? What are you taking internally? So just to dovetail on what you had talked about earlier is for headaches, what I really like is, yes, we have peppermint oil.
Yes.
Here, peppermint oil is good for, I usually put it a little higher on the scalp just because peppermint's a mint and it's a little stingy. So even though you want it for your headache, don't put it right next to your eyes because you make it a little teary.
Well, let me ask you this.
Put it up here.
Let me ask you something. Would you, if people act and don't do it, because Kelly's is a guru on this, because what they talk about was like your temples and different things like that. I was wondering, maybe they were talking about diluted format or something.
You can dilute
like
it
lotions
too.
Or something, as far as they go, make it into a lotion instead of just 100%,
right?
And just don't put it on there because it'll burn. You just
you need to be careful what you're using. Just think about it. Obviously it's a mint, so it's going to have that stingy thing. So typically I would just put it an inch or two into my scalp either way.
Okay.
That works really well. There's also another oil called M-grain that's designed to help people with those more severe type of head congestion type of issues with that. And then for when there's kind of seasonal stuff going on, there's some really good ones as well. Like for breathing, you were talking about.
Yes.
I love, there is one that's called RC, which stands for respiratory care, as well as Breathe Again.
Okay.
And you can think of those as organic Vicks.
Yes.
So, because unfortunately now, I know you were saying you love if you look at that packaging now, they no longer have the original items on it. It's been replaced with chemicalized ones, so we use the real ones.
That's good. Okay.
So there's also a chest rub, same kind of thing that you
Yeah.
can use that's all organic based. And later on in the show, I will also, if anybody is interested, I have coupons for all these things. So you can contact me with that if you're interested. But those things are really good for health, to keep people healthy with that. So I just wanted to let you know that we have those things.
Because of course they're talking about the pregnant women and different things that are side effects, maybe possible side effects, just by using things that are not organic. So they have a whole lot of things in it and it affects the baby. And so it was just interesting how the president is really talking about that. And so federal, they're going to be talking about this, probably want to go more toward what you're doing.
Right. Well, I always say it's not better living through chemicals.
Yeah.
So I think, and it's like you said, it's very important for pregnant women, but also all of us. We all want to be as healthy as we can be and have our household be as healthy as it can be.
Yeah.
So that's what I call it, the switch and ditch. For pretty much any product you tell me about, there is an organic essential oil based solution. So it's you just, instead of using this, use this version of it. So it's really great because you just got to think about all the products you use, like what kind of dish soap are you using that's leaving residue on the food that the plate that you're eating, things like that. So there's really nice switches that you can make that are easy, like and there's a lot of pre-made ones as well. But I was also, just for fun, going to show some people just a few little things that for those of you that are kind of more crafty or like to make things. So I don't know about you guys, but I personally love my tub and love to get my bath on. So a really easy one that you can do is that you can make your own bath scrub or bath salt. You can use it either way, to either put it into your tub, as well as you could, if you don't like taking a tub, you can also use this just as a scrub. So you fill your container with just Epsom salts, and then you'll do another, here I have a recipe here I can put out for everybody. We also have, you can add 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda to however much of your container, and this is just regular plain baking soda.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is we'll pick our favorite scent. So I'll let you pick from here. Why don't you smell these two?
This one.
One of them is Harmony.
Okay.
And this other one is called Kid Power, but I have to tell you that it smells like orange dreamsicle, and it reminds me of the Good Humor Man push-up pumps, and I love that.
Oh, let's do that one.
Okay. So we will do, I know, Kid Power, I really wish they had a different name because of the name, I didn't try it for the longest time because I thought it was just for kids. Okay. So we're just gonna, since these oils in particular are very concentrated. You don't need a whole lot, so 4 or 5 drops will do you, and we put that onto the baking soda, and then we mix it around because oil and water don't mix. So that way when we put it into the baking soda and we mix it in with all of the salts, that way it will absorb well.
And how many drops did you
I did about 5 drops.
5 drops, okay.
In about a 2-ounce container.
Okay.
So that will do that. And I will give that to you so you can go ahead and have a wonderful bath or scrub there. And then...
Let me smell this. Let's see if it went through.
That's good with that. Nice. And then some other things that people like to make is, this is one of my favorite on-the-go ones. This kind of reminds me of your old-fashioned Vicks inhaler. Although we're going to put some really healthy stuff on it. So I have a whole list of different recipes that you can do all these various things with. If you text me the code that'll be put up later of oils, I will send you all the recipes as well as a coupon. This one I call Memory Boost. Because how many of you have been in a meeting once where you are about to fall asleep? So we've all been there. Okay. So Memory Boost, this is going to use a combination of rosemary and peppermint. And all I'm doing is, there's a wick here that I'm putting this on. I'm going to put it down just because I have to apply it. So I'm just going to place a few drops here of the rosemary. And then the second one we're going to do with this one is peppermint, which we just talked about earlier. So I'm going to do a few drops of that on there,
And the wick is about this long. It's not that long.
Nope, it's not. We're gonna put it right in there, and we're gonna pop the bottom on. So basically, it's your own Vicks inhaler with this, and I will let you try this. But instead of Vicks, this one is called Memory Boost. So this is a combination.
And I do want these numbers as far as in my nose.
You can just, yeah. So that one will help keep you awake during meetings. Now,
how long would this last, Kelly?
a long time.
Long time?
Yeah, it'll keep it scent, and then you can always just add another drop or two.
Okay.
Whenever it needs a little extra.
Nice.
But I've had one that I found in my purse from like 4 years ago, and it still has some scent to it. It's not as strong, but it still has a pretty strong scent to it. So the next one I was going to make is I call this one Cozy Cabin or Cozy Cocoon, and this one's a combination of bergamot and cedarwood.
Can I move that over here somewhere, and then so they can kind of
that would be great.
Okay. So you can see just how beautiful. Let me see.
So for this one, you can make lots of different products. This is simply a container with a scent pad in it. And what I like this for is it's good for, it'll just hold the scent.
Okay.
And we're just gonna add about 4 drops of each of these. And like I said, you can contact me. I'll give you all the recipes, so you don't even have to worry about it. This one is cedarwood.
Cedarwood, okay.
And some of them come out faster than other ones. They're natural products, so some are going to be thicker or thinner than those.
Okay.
And you can keep this, and this is nice for have it at your office. Something doesn't smell quite right, or you're out somewhere and you just need a little sniff. You can put that on there. So that's a nice way that you can use it. Now I'll make one for, we'll call this the happiness spray. So if sometimes you had talked about like, I want something for my bed, or I want something, okay, so we're gonna make a little spray. I'm gonna use witch hazel as a base, but if you have any issues with witch hazel, you can use another base. So we're gonna fill this a lot up with witch hazel.
What else would you use besides this one then, Kelly, if you couldn't use witch hazel?
If you can use witch hazel, you could use either an alcohol or a non-alcoholic base to it as well that you could use.
Okay.
Water you can use, but you have to shake it up a lot because the oil in the water will dissipate. Okay. So we're going to add some Harmony into this one.
Harmony.
I love Harmony. Mm-hmm. So we will give that one a little shake. And so this one,
it's like a mist or something.
Yes, you can just, I don't want to spray it into the camera, but you can go ahead and give that a sniff, or you can smell it directly from the bottle if you want to see what that smells like. And then the next fun thing I was going to do is a roller ball. So for this one, I'm using grapeseed oil as the base, but you can use whatever you like. Coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil. It's really up to you what you would like to use as a base for this. But these are really nice because you can just kind of take these on the go. So for this one, let's see, what formula should we do? Maybe we'll do deep sleep, because let's face it, who isn't have a little, got something going on and you need to get some more sleep at night.
Okay, what's that?
So this one is eucalyptus. So we're going to do about 4 drops of eucalyptus. Then we are going to do about 4 drops of lavender.
Okay, lavender. And you got to talk about, where do you get your supplies from? Because a lot of people have, a lot of people from the stores you go to, and they may say they have this. But is it the real deal, or would you have to go somewhere special? It's not all the same.
No.
It really isn't.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
And for this, just to show people how easy it is.
Look at that.
This took 5 seconds to put together. And then you can go ahead and give that a smell.
And then
but that one
I would just roll this on
just roll that on.
Or the pillowcase or something like that, and just put it on there. Okay. Oh, wow.
So the important thing you brought up is that quality definitely matters. So you have to know that these products to be grown organically cost some money. If you see a $5 bottle of lavender out there in any big box store, I guarantee you it's not 100% lavender. I don't know what else is in it, but it's not. I particularly use Young Living, and I represent their company, and they test their stuff 5 ways with an extremely expensive machine. And in addition to that, they test it for parameters, which is what I really like. Because if you buy a bottle of lavender this year, you're going to get the same result next year.
Okay.
Because growing seasons, even though it's a natural product, if you had a great drought or it was too much rain in a year, it affects the quality of the product. So they'll dump it if it's not within their parameters. So you're going to have a consistent product with it. Because the biggest problem is when I've studied aromatherapy, one of my instructors went out and bought bottles of lavender from every store he could get his hands on and tested it, and 75% of it was not pure lavender because there's no regulation on it. So you really, I have to say, you get what you pay for. And even if you go to some stores that say it's organic and stuff, and you look at the label and it says do not consume, do not this, I'm like, if it's an organic orange, why wouldn't you be able to consume a drop of that oil? Explain that to me. So
because I noticed that even on Amazon, they have a whole lot of them. I could look up lavender, and they have a lot of them from different companies, and then some of them will say organic or the best one or whatever this. But then, according to you, I can't really go by that. I would have to, because it's different.
It's really, you really have to research the company that it's coming from, because there just is a lot of shade going on in the business. There's not a lot of regulation.
A lot of shade going on.
You can throw out terms natural, pure, or whatever you want with that, and that's what you get. So that's why I particularly like this company, because of the things that they put out there.
And then you will give us that information so that because people, again, you have a lot, like she said, there's a lot of shadiness going on, and they're putting things out there, and it's really not the real deal. So we want the real deal, and like you said, if they say that it's going to do this, that, whatever, it's supposed to be ingestible a little bit. You're not going to overdo it. I mean, it's not like a wine or something like that, or something like that to overdo, but hopefully they can see that right there.
If not, we're going to put it up on the website. But you can text me to 410-442-6650 and just text me whatever you want. We're going to talk about a few different things. If you're interested in the oils, text me oils. I will send you a discount coupon for it. We're going to talk about some other things as well, and I will get you coupons and information on all of that. So another thing I wanted to talk about was when we talked about putting stuff on our skin.
Yes.
So they already have pre-made lavender lotion and all the other kinds, and also they came out with a great face line, so your facial peptides, your eye cream, everything you want for that. But they also have an association now with an organic perfume company, because I have to tell you, a lot of us don't know this, that most perfumes are made from practically a step above industrial grade chemicals, sadly. So we really have to think about what we're putting on our skin, but we still want to smell good, and we still want to feel good. So I brought you guys some
it's very, very expensive too, and you're paying a lot of money for something that's not good for you. So that's the thing. Whereas you can probably make it yourself and or get it from a holistic company. And it's good for the skin. It doesn't have the side effects that these things are. I love
that. These are already done up for you, but I just brought the scents so you can smell it. And they have 5 different scents, and they're all unisex scents, and they also layer beautifully. So this one is Rugged Wilderness.
Okay.
You can all smell these. This one is Smoky Ember. I have this one on right now.
Do you have that on? Okay.
I have it on. Smells great.
That smells very nice.
I know. I love that one.
That's a nice smell.
This one is Fireside Citrus.
And are they the different colors because you made it like that? So
I just made it so I could tell the difference between them when I'm handing them out.
She has a different little...
They're just little different scent pads in there.
That's nice.
This one is called Sweet Decadence. And the last one is Timeless Floral. And
It's very soft. Almost baby-like. It's very nice. Very soft.
And this is Timeless Floral. And I don't even like floral, but I like that.
Okay.
So those are really great. And like I said, I have coupons and info on all of that. But for those of you that want something already done in a nice bottle, you can get a discovery set if you want to try all 5 of them in mini sized, or you can buy a full size bottle from there. But make sure to text me. You can just text me. They're called Wild Notes. You can just text me the word wild and I will send you a coupon off for that. And then another thing, you can just leave them, that I want to do is, you guys are going to think we're having a little too much fun here, but this is not a wine bottle. This is when I wanted to talk to you about health, because health is just so important. So this is a product that's called Ningxia Red. And what's really special about Ningxia is that, I'm going to get some of my details on it because I'm not going to remember all of them, but Ningxia is a health supplement. And okay, you're not going to believe this, but 1 ounce of this contains the same amount of antioxidants as 59 heads of broccoli.
Wow.
So nobody's going to be eating that much. Over 22,000 almonds, 34 onions, 100 oranges, 93 grapes, or 120 tomatoes. So it has a crazy amount of nutritional value.
And I'm glad you said that as far as what, because let me tell you, you're getting your vitamin C, which is water soluble. You're getting your lycopene, which is good because you have statistically you have a lot of, especially men who have, they do have problems with their prostate and different things like that. Lycopene is also very good as far as for women for breast cancer prevention as far as that go. I'm not saying you're not going to come down with it, but what I'm saying is this has a lot of things like antioxidants that will help to reduce your levels or your chances of coming down with that. A lot of vitamin A, vitamin C, it's just a lot of stuff. The apples, you talk about the fibers, an apple a day help keep the doctor away. That's what we want to do. We want to try to keep the doctor away.
Yes.
Because it's expensive, and everyone out there, guess what, doesn't have insurance or have a little bit of insurance, but it's very, very expensive to get insurance and to take care of problems that could have been taken care of had we gone more holistic. So that's what I appreciate with her. A lot of antioxidants, which will help as a cancer fighter.
Yeah.
And I want to see what that tastes like. Y'all already know. Y'all already know.
We'll get right to it then, and I'll talk about it more. But it is a very powerful antioxidant.
Yeah.
It also reduces your free radicals and oxidative stress, which a lot of people are talking about. It also has amino acid, trace acid, fatty acids, and guess what, guys? Low glycemic index.
Awesome.
So that
Diabetes.
is... Yes.
If a person is diabetic.
You have to be careful with what you're taking. So this addresses that too. So let's give it a little shake. So these come in either wine bottle size or really convenient little packets that you can throw in your purse and have them with you. So we'll do a little cheers. I told her earlier that it was funny. Once I was breaking this out for my morning shot of this, and my husband's like, "What are you drinking?" I'm like, "No, it's Ningxia Red." Like, of course not.
It's not alcohol. You know, we don't drink alcohol anyway, so yeah.
No, this is all a health drink. So go ahead and pass it down. So we'll do a little cheers to our health. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Let me see.
And it's just a really nice berry. So a health drink. And
I can taste the berries like a lot in it. It's very, very, very good.
So tastes good, and it doesn't have like a bitter, nasty taste like a lot of supplements.
Mama.
Let me tell you, this is very good for the senior citizens. Because we being older people, we need all the help we can get.
Exactly.
And so this is
I know.
This is good.
You can even put them in popsicles. You can make smoothies with it. I have tons of recipes, so if anybody wants recipes. But what's really important, I don't know about you, but like it helps me a lot with slashing inflammation, which is a big problem for a lot of people have conditions with this. And it also helps with sleep. It helps with stress. It helps with physical activity. Getting your body, helps your skin. They've done tests that's helped cognition. Also supports eye health and respiratory functions.
With the vitamin A and everything, vitamin C and all that that's in there, lycopene, that's awesome.
So I always say put your money where your mouth is. just...
How much of that would you drink as far as that? What would you recommend, like, drinking? How much of that? Because we only got a little teeny weeny bit, you know?
You don't need a whole lot. I mean,
Okay.
typically we'll do 1 to 2 ounces. So
Okay.
you don't have to drink a ton of it. We are doing, I'm going to talk a little more about what it does, and then we're having a special program where we're doing. But I like to, for the people who want the facts, because people are always like, you're just telling me about this. But nope, they've really done clinical studies. So we've got 23% reduction in stress and mental well-being from doing, I'm going to talk about a 14-day challenge that we got going on. 35% increase in physical energy levels. Who doesn't need that, please? 36% reduction in physical limitations. People were able to do more. Sleep patterns improved, and it supported a healthy inflammation response. So it's just been fantastic. So what we have going on here to promote this, because honestly, I feel like everybody needs some Ningxia in their life. I mean, just with all the health benefits, and it tastes good, and you don't need a whole lot of it. It's easy to take. And like I said, they even have to-go packets, so you can just throw it in your purse. I like it cold. I feel like it tastes more like a berry when it's cold. I feel like when it's warm, it tastes a little more plummy. So I always keep it in the fridge personally with it. But we're doing a 14-day challenge where you're going to do 2 ounces of Ningxia in the morning and the afternoon for a few days, and then it drops to 1 of doing that for 14 days. And it comes with a full program that will help you just, who wants to get and feel healthier and better before the holidays? I mean, get a jump start before all the eating fest and everything else starts with things.